Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. The question says, decide if each statement about 3/8 times r equals 6 is true or false. So what might be a good idea is to go ahead and do the inverse on this. So if we were to solve this, we'd have to ask ourselves, what's the opposite of multiplying a variable by 3/8? And it would be to divide by 3/8. Dividing by 3/8 is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of this would be 8/3. On this side, everything in this green box would end up equaling 1. We can go through the process, but we really shouldn't need to. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. The same thing with 8. We divide 8 divided by 8, we get 1. We divide 8 divided by 8, we get 1. And 1 divided by 1 would be 1. So that's all equal to r. Some people like to stick a 1 underneath this. We can take a look at the opportunity to cross-reduce here. 3 goes into that once, and 3 goes into this twice. So if we do 2 times 8, that's going to give us 16 over 1, which is going to give us 16. All right, so now let's make sure we understand what they're asking us over here, because the solution to this we know to be 16. And here's the work that you should put down on your piece of paper. A, the equation has the same solution as 6/8 r equals 3. Would that be true? The equation has the same solution as 8/3 r equals 6. It is possible to solve the equation by dividing both sides by 3/8. It is possible to solve the equation by multiplying both sides by 8/3. So if we look at what we did do in blue, we multiplied both sides by 8/3. So is D a contender here, right? Now, this is one where you might be picking more than one. So what does that mean you have to do with the rest of it? What I'm going to recommend is we write this equation right here, which is 6/8 r equaling 3. We should go through this process of solving this to see if there's anything that would make us say we should pick it. So if we were going to solve this, we'd multiply by the reciprocal of this, which would be 8/6. And we would put that over here as well. Everything in this blue box simplifies. We don't even have to go through the process. You're supposed to know that. All right, so 1 times r would be r. And if we simplify here, we might decide to put a 1 underneath that. We can divide both sides by 3. This would be 3 divided by 3, get 2. And then we can simplify here. So if we simplify by dividing both of these by 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. And if we do 1 times 4, we get 4. If we do 1 times 1, we get 1. And if we simplify that, 4 divided by 1 would be 4. So when we solve this, which is 6/8 times r equals 3, we ended up getting 4. Now, is that the same thing we got when we did this? Because for this, we got 16. It's not the same thing. So we're not going to pick that. Or we should say it's a false statement. So you're going to do a similar process with B. You'll go ahead and use the reciprocal, multiply both sides by 3/8, and see what you get for an answer. So hopefully you can take it from there. Good luck finishing this up.